Hi Scorpio, welcome to your channeled angel messages for January 2020. The way this is going to work, if you don't know, there's going to be oracle cards here. I'm going to set up throughout the reading. You are encouraged to look at the cards, see the symbols and the images that jump out at you, what they mean to you. This is a really great way to take a general reading and bring a personal twist to it, to bring some personal messages for yourself along with the general. You will be hearing bells. I do use bells to channel, and those of you who watch my videos, I might sound different in this video than I do in the weekly readings because I am channeling. I'm stepping aside, allowing the archangels and spirit to come through and to speak through me. So the way I speak may be different, and the way I sound may change a little bit differently. Some people have been asking, so I want to clarify that if you're not familiar with channeling. Without further ado, my darlings, I'm going to step aside and ask for the archangels and spirit to come through with messages for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. January 2020. Messages for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising, January 2020. Scorpio, you are headed for very fast, turbulent changes and times. This is a time of stagnant energy clearing at very record rates. You are coming into a time of turbo ascension. This means that much of what you have been working on, much of which has been blocked, will blast open, so to speak. You are going to cover distance, metaphorically so, in record time. Things are going to change very quickly for you. You are going to find that you are going through changes, some of you even physically. You are going to find that you are restructuring your spiritual DNA, so to speak. You are abandoning old soul karmic connections. You are coming into new soul family. This will feel in some way as though you have been raptured and placed in some new dimension, even though you are still very much in the same city, the same state, the same place you have been for so very long. And it is going to be up to you, Scorpio, to commit to happiness. There is going to be some push back. There is going to be some pull. There are going to be individuals who are not comfortable with the changes they are seeing you go through. They are losing their lifeline, as it were, because you have been such a support. You have been such a caregiver. You have been such a champion. You have been such a cheerleader. And now you are going in a path, in a way in which they cannot follow. And they wish to have you around very much to feed off of your energy, as has been the case for so very long. In this separation, there will be words exchanged. There will be conversations had. There will be moments in which you are tempted to reverse back, to go backward into the old way of thinking, that you are in some way selfish, that you are in some way undeserving, or that you are in some way wrong to reach for these new opportunities that are presenting themselves to you. But it is time for you, Scorpio, to move forward. It is time for you to go in the new direction. It is time for you to receive and to allow yourself to enjoy what you enjoy. You are no longer that child who can be silenced by a shouting parent. You are no longer that child who must put away imagination and mischief at the threat of being slapped across the face or beaten or spanked because you behave in a way which is deemed inappropriate, because you like magical or different things that are deemed to be a waste of time or silly or wrong, or in some cases evil, because you understand now, you see now that things are not this black and white. You understand now, you see now that from back in those days, you were a powerful being in such a little body. And this power was terrifying. It was terrifying to those around you. And they have tried so very much to edit it, to change it, to shift it, to harness it, to control it throughout the years. And as such, you gave up your power, you gave up your joy, you gave up your rights. And now that the tides are shifting, now that things are changing, now that you are on this path and you are at the threshold, you are at the crossroads between embracing this change and embracing this happiness, or allowing yourself to revert back to old ways, Scorpio, you are the only person who can make the choice. You are the only person who can decide to accept this happiness, to allow yourself to do the things your heart and soul are calling you to do. You are the only one. We are standing beside you, encouraging you. We are standing beside you, opening the doors, but you are the only one who can walk through. And our dear, dear, darling, empathetic Scorpios, our empath Scorpios, you must understand some will feel saddened in the ways in which they are losing you, but you cannot allow yourself to absorb that energy. You must commit to allowing yourself to be happy. You cannot allow for the unhappiness or the misery of others to take away from this joy. You may pray for them. You may give them an encouraging word. But at the end of the day, just as it is up to you, Scorpio, to walk through your open door, it is up to them to walk through theirs. Scorpio, Scorpio, dear Scorpio, you are escaping codependent energies. You are escaping toxic energies. You are parting ways with narcissists. So our empath Scorpios, we speak so much to our empath Scorpios in this message here today, because so many of you here watching this video, you are coming in, our empaths, our light workers, our earth angels, our indigos, our star seeds, and you have attracted these parasitic individuals. You have, in some cases, been raised up by parasitic individuals. And these individuals, Scorpio, have made you feel less than, have made you feel that you must perform, you must excel at high, unreasonable rates to be worthy, to be loved, to be of use to them. Scorpio, you have been conditioned to earn your keep, but your keep is not something to be earned. Your heavenly parent, your universal parent, has given all to you freely from the beginning of time. This earning your keep, this jumping through hoops, is an illusion that is no longer necessary for you. It is a false belief that you will no longer accept, because you know now, Scorpio, that you are worthy of unconditional love. You are worthy of the same love, whether you like one thing or another, whether you believe one thing or another, whether you belong to one identity or another. You are not your ethnic makeup. You are not your cultural background. You are not your childhood religion. You are not your family dynamic. You are not a political party. Scorpio, you are an infinite being. You are an infinite being of light, and you are worthy and deserving of love, whether you accept that or not. But we hope, Scorpio, at this time that you will accept that. We hope at this time, Scorpio, that you will embrace your power. And we hope, Scorpio, at this time that you will walk through these doors, realizing and understanding that regardless of who may not be in support, regardless of who you may lose along the way, you will gain so much more. You will gain so many others. You are deserving of unconditional love, and we wish for you to know this now, to remind yourself of this now, that you are worthy to receive as you are, and you are deserving to be happy, regardless whether or not if your happiness is difficult for someone else to comprehend or accept, or if what makes you happy is embarrassing to someone else. You are here to live, Scorpio, in your way, in your life. You are not here to live life being dictated to you. Scorpio, as you embrace the mischievous child you were, the imaginative child you were, the inquisitive child you were, as you go back to your sense of wonder, your excitement, your inquisitiveness, your desire to explore, we are sending to you in the coming months helpers, healers in different situations, people, different experiences that are here to bring you healing in soothing ways. Scorpio, many of you have been doing the emotional releases. Many of you have been doing the karmic releases. Many of you have been doing the letting go of heavy emotions, working through childhood traumas, working through psychological situations. You've been healing these things at this time, and now healing which for so long has felt so exhausting, so draining, waking up feeling like you've been hit by a truck. This is changing. Healing will now come in through pleasant experiences. Healing will now come in through loving words, consoling words, compassion, support, understanding, maturity, healthy communication. Scorpio, you will receive healing in ways you've not yet received. You will receive healing in ways that embrace the colors of the phoenix rising that you are. You will receive healing through gentleness, through kind words, through gentle touch, through love. You will receive kindness. You will receive gentleness. There will be no hoops to jump through. There will be nothing to live up to. There will be no keep to earn. There is yourself being yourself in your authenticity, in your light, being embraced, accepting, exchanging healing. As you receive healing, providing healing through that wonderful being that you are, simply in this flow, simply in this connection, a natural give and take. Scorpio, you are so ready for love. You are ready for true love. You are ready for family. You are ready for acceptance. You are ready to shine, and you will be receiving these experiences in the coming months, well in through this coming year. Remember, Scorpio, it is up to you to decide to walk through the doors so that these things may come to be. Scorpio, you are coming through this path, the wounded healer. You are coming through this path, a moth through the darkness, a moth that becomes a butterfly. You are coming through this path transformed. Your soul, your spirit is ascending through so many layers. From the lowest low, the darkest of darkness, into the highest realms of love and light. You are transforming. You are a being of spiritual evolution. You are evolving in ways so very rapidly and unseen. And you are doing so to inspire others, to show them the way. Whether you are an example through your spiritual path, whether you are an example as an energetic energy healer, spiritual teacher, intuitive, psychic, something of this sort, or if you are an example as an artist, a creator, a teacher, a first responder, there are so many ways in which individuals come to spread light. It is not always the throwing of cards. It is not always the promoting of crystals. It is through scientific endeavors. It is through intellectual endeavors. It is through creativity. It is through many different ways. And you are going to find yourself a mentor, an inspiration to those around you in your chosen fields, in your chosen paths. You are going to be an evolution example of evolution. You are a revolutionary. You are bringing about change to all that you touch. Remove from your mind the thought of a massive grasp. Remove from your mind the thought of a massive following. You are calling to you those who are meant to learn from you, and all will happen in time. All will happen in time. You are raising vibration, and you are bringing others up with you. Scorpio, you are like an air purifier. You are like a cleanser of some sort, a filter of some sort, and you are filtering and cleansing energy. You are a master of alchemy, and it is up to you to continue in your vibration by allowing yourself to experience joy, by allowing yourself to receive, by allowing yourself to be loved and adored, by understanding and realizing that you are not some lowly servant meant to beg for assistance or support or love or to earn your keep. Scorpio, you are here to rise. You are here to shine. You are here to lead. You are here to embrace this power. And it is up to you to make sure that you care for yourself, that you love yourself, that you honor yourself, that you cherish yourself, and that you in all this heavy work, you in all of this responsibility, you in all this mentoring and guidance of others are making time for you to nurture yourself, to enjoy yourself, to experience your bliss, and as such maintain this vibration. It is you who is climbing to the top. It is you who must work to stay there. Scorpio, you are building so much for yourself. It is all so very attainable if you can remind yourself to choose happiness.